Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir. To the Honorable Minister for Food, Civil Supplies and Legal Metrology.
That's exactly, you have come late, Chandrababu Naidu garu. నేను ఇందాకనే చెప్పాను, నేను అదే మాట నేను చెప్పాను. I have said the same thing. Yes.
Sir, the Honorable Minister for Food, Civil Supplies, Legal Metrology and Consumer Affairs has circulated a detailed note on rising price rise of essential commodities in the state, sir. Sir, it is true the price situation mainly pertains to these four portfolios, though the role of other departments is also somewhat crucial. Sir, at the outset, the Honorable Minister admits that the price of certain essential commodities such as superfine rice, red gram dal have shown an upward trend in the recent past. He also claims that the price of the groundnut oil, sunflower oil, palm oil have registered a decrease compared to the corresponding period for the last year, sir. Sir, this statement is totally at a variance with what has been admitted by the Honorable Finance Minister in the Socio-Economic Survey 2008 and 9. I quote from the survey, page number 2, sir, wherein the government admits that the average daily retail price of 6 essential commodities, namely rice, red gram, dal, groundnut, oil, tamarind, red chilies and onions have shown increasing trend during April 2008, March 2009 when compared to the corresponding period of last year. Further, the economic survey points out that during the year 2008 and 9, consumer price indices for industrial workers increased by 11.4% in the state and 9% at all India respectively compared to the previous year 2007 and 8. More significantly, the consumer price for industrial workers as well as urban non-manual employees and agricultural labor have been higher than all India, thereby indicating that inflation rate has been higher in the state than elsewhere in the country, sir. So the economic survey says one thing, the Honorable Minister's reply says one thing, sir. Sir, according to the Statement of Civil Supplies, Minister, sir, the price variation for various commodities are quite high. Superfine rice are shown to range between 26 to 32.60 per kg, sir. Red gram dal, rupees 77 to rupees 90. Groundnut oil, rupees 63 and 70. Onions, rupees 10.50 to 12. Tamarind, 25. So on, sir. So, Director of Economic and Statistics collect the price of the essential commodities from 102 centers, sir, cities and towns across the state that the prices differ from place to place, sir. I understand this, sir. But it is a fact that only the wholesale prices but also the retail price of the essential commodities are very drastically from shop to shop, market to market, place to place in the state capital, sir. Even among the various supermarkets, retail chains such as more Reliance, Fresh, etc. and all these, sir, there is thus no way for the government or any of its agency to really pinpoint the prevailing retail price of essential commodities in Hyderabad and elsewhere in the state, sir. There are large-scale variation in price of vegetables since the retail hawkers and traders have very less supervision over the activity. The prices are somewhat lower in vegetable markets of Raitu Bazaar, but they are much higher in neighborhood areas since local vendors and hawkers tend to sell huge margins, sir. Hence the claim of civil supplies, Minister, there is not much increase in the price of certain vegetables such as brinjal, bhendi, green chili, ground and carrot, French beans, beetroot, etc. sounds very hollow, sir. And if we have to see the prices also, sir, it really shows how much is the increase, sir. Even the so-called wholesale price of rice, pulse, edible oils, chilies, onions, sugar, vegetable quoted by agriculture market committees do not reflect the real prices, since there is a lot of corruption in this market committee and lesser prices are quoted for evading market fee. After the staff take bribes from the shopkeepers and middlemen while the farmers do not get remunerative prices, are forced to restore to distressed sale for their produce. The consumers are made to pay through their noses, sir. Since the partial food security is provided to the poorest of poor and the poorest section through rupees 2 a kg rice scheme, employment guarantee scheme and Indrama pension. It is middle class which is hit the hardest by this price rise in essential commodities, sir. Even the poor, that is white ration card holders, are also affected because they have to buy all the other commodities except rice on the open market, the high prices, sir. What they say on rice price is taken away by the high price in other commodities such as pulse, edible, chili, onion, vegetables, sir. The state and central government employees and the state central public sector employees are insulated from the price rise to some extent, as they are given periodic increase in fairness allowances to offset the impact, sir. But what about the middle class men, sir? They are the sufferers, sir. और आज जिस हिसाब से कीमतें आसमान को छू रही हैं, साहब, एक गरीब आदमी का जीना न सिर्फ मुश्किल बल्कि दुश्वार हो चुका है, नामुमकिन हो चुका है। और इसको चेक करने के लिए हुकूमत मुकम्मल तौर पे नाकाम हो चुकी है। मैं ये बात आपके सामने लाना जरूरी समझता हूं, स्पीकर साहब, डिप्टी स्पीकर साहब। And also the Honorable Minister cited several factors for the price rise, such as huge gap between supply and demand this year, sir, hike in purchasing power of daily wages, earner and labor due to employment guarantee scheme, increase in minimum wages, insufficient production of commodities, and demand and the higher cost of cultivation of vegetables, food crops due to increase in labor costs, input costs, sir. So it is true that all these factors play a role in pushing up the prices, but it is the responsibility of the government and the regulating agency and the department to ensure the prices are kept under check so that the middlemen do not exploit the situation to make extra profits. However, I do not agree with the various reasons cited by Honorable Minister for the price rise, sir, in rice, pulses, groundnut, oil, sugar, and essential commodities. The minister only seems to justify the rising prices by coming out these reasons that appear so unconvincing, sir. Never in the past the government has come out with breakup of rice, out terms in terms of varieties such as superfine, common rice. Now going by his reasoning, we can never expect the price of superfine rice to come down in the near future, as there would always be huge gap between the actual availability of the superfine variety and the demand for this variety of rice due to the product mix of rice. I am concluding, sir. I spoke for only 4 minutes, sir.
Reminding you that you are close to 5 minutes.
But sir, two-member party was allotted also 5 minutes, and 7-member party has also been allotted 5 minutes, sir. And after allotment of 5 minutes, sir,
let's not waste any time.
For 9 minutes,
go ahead.
Sir, I'll just conclude,
Go ahead.
3-4 minutes.
Go ahead.
Never in the past the government has come out with the breakup of rice output in terms of varieties such as superfine and common rice. So now going by his reasoning, we can never expect the price of superfine rice to come down in the future, sir. Sir, it stands to reason that if the price of a particular variety of paddy, pulses, oilseed and other crops are higher, the farmers would tend to go in for cultivation of these high-yielding varieties for better returns. Why would they choose to cultivate a low-yield variety that do not fetch them remunerative returns, sir? The present government attaches a lot of importance to the agriculture sector to ensure that the farmers get free power, subsidized seeds, adequate supply of fertilizers, pesticides, as well as expert advice on the agriculture extension work and farm scientists on intercropping, better farm practices to bring down the cost-fetch return. Yet there is growing mismatch between the demand and supply of various essential commodities, sir. The minister has explained the measures taken to control the rising price of essential commodities. The committee is constituted by the government to monitor the daily retail price of 6 essential commodities commonly consumed. A major section of society, a group of ministers, has also been constituted with Minister of Finance, Agriculture, Home, Food, Civil Supplies, sir. It is supposed to meet regularly to take decisions, the measures to take contain the price rise in the open market. But the result seems to be none, sir. The measures taken so far do not seem to be adequate for concern enough for fear among the black marketers and other black sheep, sir. I would like the Civil Supplies Minister to cite all the details of raids, inspections conducted by various agencies and departments concerned to check holdings and profit of earning traders and millers, sir. The so-called measures cited by Minister are only of a general nature, sir, and do not give any indication that the government want to act tough against the traders, middlemen who have vested interest in pushing up the prices of essential commodities so as to rake in higher profits, sir. Sir, I would like to sound a word of caution for the government and more particularly the Civil Supplies Minister, who has the onus responsibility of checking the price of essential commodities. The southwest monsoon this year has been playing front, and there is a huge deficient rainfall across the state. Due to prolonged dry spell, the showing operation of various crops have been severely affected with the effect of drought looming large with no prospect of revival monsoons. The agricultural scenario may turn out to be a grim in current crop season. Both the Kharif and Rabi crops are likely to be badly affected, sir. In this backdrop, the price of essential commodities in the open market are likely to shoot up further in the coming years and weeks. In the financial year 2009 and 10, thus going to be toughest ever for the Congress regime, because during the previous 5 years of its rule, the state has a bountiful rains and bumper crop production, sir. The emerging crisis threatens to spiral over the control with hardship for the common man and the middle classes. If the government fails to rise to the occasion and check the runway inflation, it will have to face popular discontent, sir. I'm concluding.
Please
sir.
conclude.
I'm concluding, sir. Sir, I just want to give one suggestion is that, so the Honorable Chief Minister has been conveying meeting with officials to review the price rise and measures taken to check it, sir. I would suggest that the Chief Minister should convey more such meeting with the official and minister concerned to see that more effective measures are initiated. There is also need for more closer coordination between different department and agencies, sir, such as the Civil Supplies Department, Marketing Department, Agriculture Market Committee, Vigilance Cell and Civil Supplies Department, State Vigilance Enforcement Directorate, the district collectors and officials to intensify the raids on holders and black marketers to strictly enforce the provision of Essential Commodity Act, sir, and to book the cases against the traders and middlemen, sir. There is need to plug the loopholes in the rules and regulation to check the widespread corruption in market committee, other agency and cell concerns, sir. Moreover, sir, the erring traders should be booked under more stringent provisions of Essential Commodity Act, sir. I'm concluding, sir.
Please conclude.
So that the act as deterrent to others, sir. Unless there is a closer coordination among officials of various departments, which I had mentioned, and the wings, the whole exercise of checking the prices would not succeed, sir. I only hope and pray that there is a revival of monsoon in coming days. The government will have to remain on its toes to see the people are not put to hardship even at the impact of global meltdown. The slowdown in national economic growth and impending drought seems to be combined to pose the toughest challenge to the government and the people of the state, sir. I thank you for this opportunity.
Yes.